In September 2024, Apple is planning to introduce the iPhone 16 Pro and the iPhone 16 Pro Max, which will be sold alongside the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Plus. The Pro models are the more expensive devices in Apple's flagship lineup and are often the first to get new designs and features. We're months away from the debut of the 2024 iPhones, but as is typical, leakers, analysts, and others with insider information are already sharing details on the new devices. The iPhone 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max will increase in size, and this will be the first size update we've had in several years. The iPhone 16 Pro will measure in at 6.3 inches, up from 6.1, while the Pro Max will measure in at 6.9 inches, up from 6.7. The standard iPhone 16 models will not change in size. Aside from a tweak to the size, we are not expecting major design changes to the iPhone 16 models. Apple is designing new A-series chips for the iPhone 16 Pro models, built on the latest N3E 3nm node. We could see some improvements to efficiency and performance, but we haven't yet heard details on just what we can expect. The iPhone 16 Pro and iPhone 16 Pro Max are expected to have larger display sizes, according to multiple sources. The iPhone 16 Pro will have a display that's 6.27 inches in size, rounded to 6.3, while the iPhone 16 Pro Max is expected to have a display that's 6.85 inches in size, rounded to 6.9. With the increase in display size, the dimensions of the iPhone's body will also increase. Both models are expected to be taller and wider than the iPhone 15 Pro models, and while thickness will remain the same, the weight will increase slightly due to the larger size. The iPhone 16 models are expected to adopt new micro-lens OLED display technology for improved power brightness and reduced power consumption, which could bring an improvement in battery life. Apple is rumored to be using a new ultra-thin bezel technology for the iPhone 16 models, minimizing the bezel at the bottom of the display. They're adopting border reduction structure technology for the improvement, and this functionality is said to be coming to all models. The Pro models are expected to have the same power, volume, and action buttons as the iPhone 15 Pro models, with no design changes or updates. Apple is planning to add a new button, though, the capture button. With the addition of this button, the Wave cutout will be relocated to the left side of the device, below the volume buttons. Like the rest of the iPhone 16 Pro buttons, the capture button will be mechanical rather than capacitive, but it will be able to respond to pressure and touch. iPhone users will be able to zoom in and out by swiping left and right on the button, focus with a light press, and activate a recording with a more forceful press. Detecting multiple levels of pressure will let the capture button emulate a two-step shutter button like the button used on digital cameras, providing a function that many users will be familiar with. The capture button will be available on all 4 iPhone 16 models, and it will be used for taking photos and videos. The upcoming button changes can be seen in CAD renders with an added capture button on the right side of the device, which is flush with the side. The action button is depicted as slightly larger, but it's not clear if that is a design option that Apple will stick with. The iPhone 16 Pro models could be available in 2 new colors, including Desert Titanium and Titanium Gray. Desert Titanium would be similar to the gold color option offered for the iPhone 14 Pro in 2022, but deeper. Titanium Gray is said to be similar to the shade of space gray that was offered on the iPhone 6 in 2014. Apple may also continue offering the black, white, and natural titanium colors, though titanium gray could replace the natural titanium shade. Blue titanium is likely a special color that will be retired after the iPhone 15 Pro. The iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max will adopt a new A-series A18 Pro chip, which will be built on the 3nm node, like the A17 Pro. It's not yet clear what Apple will call this chip, but A18 Pro, with an A18 planned for the standard iPhone 16 models. The next generation A18 chip that's planned for the iPhone 16 Pro models could feature an upgraded neural engine with significantly more cores, allowing for improved AI machine learning performance. The iPhone 16 models are expected to include a new thermal design that will combat overheating. Apple is said to be working on a graphene thermal system. The iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max could have a more advanced 48 megapixel main camera sensor that uses technologies like a stack design for better performance and digital gain control for better dynamic range and noise control. The Pro Max may include a 12% larger camera sensor for better dynamic range, background blur, and low light performance. The Pro models are also expected to have improved 48 megapixel ultra wide lens. The upgraded ultra wide lens should allow the camera to capture more light, resulting in enhanced photos when shooting in 0.5x mode, especially in low light environments. It would likely function like the 48 megapixel wide camera, which uses pixel binning to combine the data from 4 pixels into one super pixel for better image quality. The 48 megapixel wide-angle camera used in the iPhone 16 Pro Max will reportedly feature an 8-part hybrid lens with 2 glass elements and 6 plastic elements, along with improvements for the telephoto and ultra-wide camera lenses. Both the iPhone 16 Pro and the iPhone 16 Pro Max are expected to get tetraprism zoom lenses in 2024, instead of the technology being limited to the larger Pro Max. That means both iPhone 16 Pro models will feature at least 5x optical zoom and at least 25x digital zoom, and this is a rumor we've heard echoed several times. The iPhone 16 Pro Max could feature a super telephoto periscope camera for a dramatically increased optical zoom. The information comes from a Weibo account that has provided accurate information in the past, but it has not yet been backed up by a second reliable source. Rumors suggest the iPhone 16 Pro models will use stacked battery technology, which can result in higher capacity and a longer lifespan. Stacked batteries are common in electric vehicles and medical devices, but are an emerging technology for smartphones. The stacked battery could come alongside faster 40-watt wired charging and 20-watt MagSafe charging. An image of the alleged iPhone 16 Pro battery leaked in November with a new design, updated connector, and 355 mAh capacity. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is rumored to include a 4,676 mAh battery, a 5% increase over the 4,422 mAh battery used in the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Rumors suggest that the iPhone 16 Pro Max could offer the longest ever battery life in an iPhone, perhaps due to efficiency improvements given the small size increase. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.